All right, so here I go minding my business on a Sunday afternoon. I'm scrolling through Facebook like we all do, and here I see Terrell Owens fights man outside of a CVS. What? Let's get into these details. My name is Jamahl Kersey. I'm the principal attorney at Kersey Law, a boutique criminal defense firm in San Diego, California. And so yeah, Terrell Owens socked up a dude outside of a CVS in Inglewood yesterday night around 11:30 p.m. And you know how it goes when you roll into CVS around that time of night. It's because you need some supplies. You need some NyQuil or some Halls for a scratchy throat, something like that. And that's basically what T.O. was up to. He said that he was just trying to get some supplies. And just imagine you're just walking down aisle 7 to get your Halls, and of all people, you see T.O. And I think this would just be cool no matter what, to be able to salute one of the greatest wideouts of all time. But this guy that ran into him was a 49ers fan. And as you probably know, T.O. had spent 7 seasons in San Francisco. So this would be a pretty dope moment for a Niners fan. So T.O. and this fan are having just a nice conversation when this other guy rolls up and starts talking trash. And at some point, this guy threatens to beat up T.O. and the fan. Now, mind you, T.O. is 48 years old now, but he's a young 48. He's playing in a league called fan-controlled football, and this was news to me. I had never heard of fan-controlled football, but, you know, T.O. is still active. He's still jacked, and he's still him. Now, I'm not going to say that just because you played pro football means that you can fight, but, you know, a dude standing at 6'3", 225 probably is not the best person to pick a fight with. Now, you probably shouldn't go around picking fights with anybody anyway, but T.O. is not the guy, but this guy was clearly looking for problems, and problems he got. So witnesses report that the group, and I assume that would be T.O., the fan, and whomever else, end up making it outside. And they say that T.O. was basically trying to play peacemaker, trying to calm down the situation. And, you know, this makes sense. Why would T.O., a Hall of Fame wide receiver, just want to start fighting with some random dude outside of a CVS on a Saturday night? But, you know, unfortunately, the guy who was talking trash ends up taking a swing at T.O., and then it was on. So the video, which is basically a cell phone recording from a bystander, starts with T.O. throwing a punch. And so you assume that, you know, there was something that was going on before that, and, you know, people react and then pull out their phone. So by the time they start recording, the first thing you see is T.O. throwing a punch. And then you basically see T.O. square up, and the other guy, you know, he's got this kind of weird fighting stance, but he's definitely engaging. So this is definitely a fight. And so the next thing you see, T.O. gets about 3 licks in, and the guy goes down. And then T.O. is reported to just have gotten his car and left, as he should, right? As far as I know, the police were not actually called to the scene, but a question that would naturally come up from this situation is, could T.O. be criminally liable for his actions? And I would say absolutely not. So first of all, this random guy that had started the aggression in the store, in the CVS. T.O. and the fan were just minding their business, having a pleasant conversation, when the guy comes up and starts talking trash. He then makes a threat towards T.O. and the guy, saying he'd kick their ass. And really, you know, that in and of itself would be a crime. It is a crime in California to threaten someone with bodily harm. And so once they actually get outside, again, the witnesses report that T.O. was trying to keep the peace. So he was not trying to make this a violent situation, but once this guy ended up throwing the first punch and it was unprovoked, then that would lead to this. If you reasonably believe that you're in imminent danger of physical harm, then you're allowed to use the force necessary to stop that danger. That is the law of self-defense, and that's exactly what T.O. did here. And also, to T.O.'s credit, once the guy goes down, T.O. didn't continue to wail on him, you know, MMA-style hammer punches. Legally, you're only allowed to use the amount of force that's reasonably necessary to stop the danger. And so to continue to throw punches when the guy goes down, or to kick him or anything like that, would likely turn a valid self-defense into an assault, making that person criminally liable. But again, you know, T.O. ended up holding back in this situation. And so, you know, based on these facts, based on the video and the witness reports, Even if the police were to have gotten involved, I doubt they'd make an arrest here. They'd probably conclude that T.O. had committed no crime whatsoever and just be on their way. And I'm just glad that this guy didn't have any sort of knife or any other type of weapon on him, because, T.O. or someone else that was around in this situation could have gotten seriously injured or killed. You know how these things can sometimes end. And that's going to be it for this video. So if you got something out of this, please show me some love and hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and turn on those notifications so you never miss a new video when it drops. As always, I want to thank you so much for watching. Until next time, peace.